The late summer afternoon was so hot, you could almost hear the sun sizzling. Cicadas buzzed like tiny, cranky lawnmowers under a big, shady tree. Two puppies lay flat on the grass, their tongues hanging out like pink ribbons. Pip, in his smart red sweater, and Bounce, in his energetic blue one, were officially melted. Bounce tried a tiny, weak hop. It was no use, too hot. Bounce canceled. Pip, ever the dramatic one, fanned himself with a large leaf. Sweaters, he thought, were a very bold choice for this weather. They both stared up at the relentless sun. Bounce sighed a long, thirsty sound. I'm thirsty forever. But then Pip's nose twitched. He lifted his head, his eyes widening. Wait a second. Do you smell juice? Their eyes followed the scent across the yard. There they was. Glorious, round, juicy melons. Cantaloupes and watermelons sat like a treasure waiting to be discovered. Bounce's energy returned in a flash. Round juice, sweet juicy melons, hooray! He started hopping excitedly toward the table. Ho, ho, hold on, Pip whispered, pulling him back. Stealth, we smuggle these sweet melons in our sweater. What followed was a top-secret mission. Pip, the strategist, carefully rolled a cantaloupe along the grass, trying not to make a sound. Bounce, on the other hand, tried bouncing a small watermelon, which immediately shot way too far. They both froze like statues when a human walked by, holding their breath until the coast was clear. Finally, after a lot of pushing, pulling, and a little bit of panic rolling, they managed to drag two cantaloupes and one small watermelon under the safety of their shady tree. Mission accomplished. For now for phase 2, getting inside. The puppies circled the cantaloupes, eyeing them suspiciously. Bounce let out a playful growl. Why is round fruit so tough? He pounced. But the melon just rolled away like it was laughing at him. Pip dove, trying to tackle it. Hold still, you juice orb. It was a full-on wrestling match. Wrestling puppies in sweaters. The darndest thing I ever saw. The puppies versus the melon. And for a while, the melon was winning. It dodged, it rolled, it spun. Bounce panted, exhausted. This melon fights back. They were getting nowhere, and they were still so thirsty. There had to be a better way. Pip stopped, panting, and stared at the stubborn cantaloupe. A little light bulb went on in his head. Hard shell, but soft inside. He crept closer, took a very careful, precise aim, and took a bite. Crunch! A tiny crack appeared, and a single drop of sweet juice dripped out. Bounce's eyes lit up. It works! That was all the encouragement they needed. They started gnawing enthusiastically, taking turns nibbling at the crack they had made. Juice started splashing everywhere, soaking their sweaters and making them all sticky. Bounce yipped with joy. Juice victory. With one final, combined effort, the cantaloupe finally cracked open, revealing its sweet orange treasure. Sweet, sweet relief. The puppies lay on their backs in the shade. Hydration achieved. Bounce, now covered in sticky juice, but happier than ever, agreed, best wrestle ever. A small bee buzzed by, attracted by the sugary scent. Pip watched it cautiously. We can share from a distance. The bee seemed to understand, gave a little nod, and flew on its way. The golden afternoon light filtered through the leaves, casting a warm glow on the two very full, very happy puppies. Nothing sweeter. They snoozed peacefully under the tree, surrounded by the remnants of their feast. The heat didn't seem so bad anymore. Bounce mumbled in his sleep, a little juice still dripping from his ear. Next time, watermelon. Pip yawned, stretching his paws. One adventure at a time. My friend, one adventure at a time. Thanks for watching, everyone. Don't forget to like and subscribe to see what kind of trouble these to get into next.